egg clearing sample third. The sexy coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the best what we do, what we know. So let's go. Record wise, like, share, subscribe. SMU had a fantastic season last year. I mean, you cannot complain and at all with being down at SMU. They were 11-8. They were 8-0 in the conference last year. They were the best team in the ACC last year. Rand Ashley had them boys ready to go. They was on go mode from the jump. SMU was playing no games. I thought that, to be honest, I thought SMU came out on fire, man. I thought they played fantastically. I thought they was on fire. I thought they was going to finish off the season, whooping out a lot of guys, and they've lost some guys to the draft. Granted, Keyshawn Smith at receiver, Brashard Smith at running back. They got LJ Johnson coming back. Cameron Wheaton, he'll be there. Tyler Van Dyke at quarterback. Kevin Jennings will be back at quarterback. RJ Maryland, the tight end that was just freakish on everybody, was supposed to do big work last year. He'll be there. They got a true freshman by the name of Dylan Singleton. He's a receiver. Two freshman receivers, for SMU that's supposed to be like that. Jalen Cooper and Dylan Singleton. Jalen Cooper, 6'1". You know what I'm saying? 6'1", 165 pounds, supposed to be like that, by the way. Dalen Singleton, 5'10", 165 pounds, supposed to be like that, by the way. And they got a couple of offensive linemen, and they got some depth ends. Zion Nelson coming in for the offensive line. He transferred him from Miami, 6'5", 365, 16 pounds, something like that. Joshua Bates, the center, they got in from Oklahoma, 6'3", 309 pounds. Addison Nicholas is another offensive lineman they got in from Arkansas. Also spent some time up at Tennessee, 6'5", 329 pounds. And when you shore that up with Kevin Jennings and everything, I think they'd probably be right back. They looking like bounce right back. Defensively, losing your defensive line is key, right? A lot of those guys will be missed. Elijah Roberts, Anthony Booker, Gerard Harrison Hunter, like them guys would be missed. Jafari Harvey, like those guys was a big part of their success last year, right? But let's give some credit to the DBs too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jonathan McGill, he played good last year. But he got a lot of guys that been around and been in his system, though. That's the thing with Rent Ashley. He has a lot of guys who's been around. Trey Wilson transferred him, though, from Baylor, 6'3", 276 pounds. He's transferred him to that defense over there at SMU. Jeffrey Mabaugh, he's transferred in from Purdue, 6'6", 302 pounds, 15 solo tackles from a defensive tackle position, which is like, okay. Terry Webb transferred in from Texas State, 6'3", 314 pounds, 6 solo tackles and a sack. They should have been on the field a little bit more for Texas State, but hey, we'll see what happens. I guess SMU seen what happened. They said, bring him over here. We got something for him. Zakiah Barker from East Carolina, linebacker, coming in, 5'11", 225 pounds. He had 29 solo tackles. He had 2 sacks and 2 forced fumbles on the year. Say what you will. I don't think that's a slight to talk about, or there's anything to get. Now, they got some depth on the defensive lineman, also guys coming in that may be probably able to help shore up a little bit of that defensive backfield to go 8-0 in the conference. We'll see what happens, and we'll see because they got Pitt. They got some games in there that they'll be challenged, right? They were 11-2 in the conference. I mean, overall, they didn't lose any conference games last year. They just didn't. They had them ready to go. But so how they start off? They start off with an August 30th, East Texas. They play them. Then at September 6th, start off the month of September versus Baylor at home. September 13th at Missouri State. September 20th at TCU. September 27th is a bye week. Starting off October 4th at home versus Syracuse. October 11th at home versus Stanford. October 18th on the road versus Clemson. October 25th on the road versus Wake Forest. Start off November 1st at home versus Miami. November 8th at Boston College. November 15th is a bye week. November 22nd at home versus Louisville. November 29th on the road at California is how they finished their season. Now, I do think most of their toughest games, Baylor, their toughest game probably be at TCU. At TCU would be a tough game, but they got Syracuse at home, Baylor at home. Damn, they on the road at Clemson. That's a tough. They got Miami at home. Oof. Dang. Tough one. Tough one for SMU, as it should be though. But as it should be, you know what I mean. But there's some who's missing. Florida State's missing, right? Florida State's not on her, but although they shouldn't be there. They didn't have the season they should have last year, right? But they got two Big 12 teams on here, which is crazy, right? They got two Big 12 teams. Hey, we'll see what happens with them. What do y'all think what SMU is going to do? And y'all let me know down. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think SMU is going to do and what their schedule is going to look like, man.